the Jagoff of the week.
This is not my favorite segment.
Not today.
Well, it might not be today. Well, it is always our favorite sub time. Fuck you, Joe. It's our favorite segment. But anyway, you can't be on the podcast and say, when we consistently say it's our favorite segment, to then say, oh, I don't like the segment. Yeah, fucking jamoke. Or maybe you're the Jagoff now. No, you're not.
Well,
you got a very important Jagoff. All right. God.
I don't like that people are Jagoffs. I want people to be better. I like our be better slogan.
Be better. Be better. Anyway, all right. All kidding aside, this one's
pretty heavy.
Buckle up.
It's rough.
Well, don't do that. Just sit in your house and eat turkey for this one, because this one is really. We started out thankful, and then when we heard more news, we were just getting more angry at the fucking city.
Yeah, man. Like this one.
Oh, god damn.
Yeah.
All right, let me get into this. The crux is, so the Jagoff of the weeks are the fucking security guards at El Hefe.
That's right.
On Hubbard Street. On Hubbard Street.
Mm-hmm.
And the fucking guy. I'm going to try and not be inflammatory, but the fucking guy who is giving all men, this is why we hear these goddamn toxic masculinity fucking shit. This mother guy who raped a chick in the fucking alleys. And these fucking douchebag security guards who just stood there and did fucking nothing and watched.
Yeah.
And fuck those guys, man.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, we're calling you the Jagoffs of the week, but you're fucking lower. You're fucking worse than fucking Jagoffs. You're the reason why fucking Gillette is making goddamn commercials where they got all these people showing fucking boys, making boys feel like they're fucking shit, making men feel like they're fucking assholes to women. All this shit is because of pieces of shit like you. You're not just a Jagoff. You're a piece of shit Jagoff. You're lower than a Jagoff. You're a piece of shit that a Jagoff has shat out. That's how fucking bad of a Jagoff you fuckers are. Go and fuck. You know what? Don't even go fuck yourselves. You don't even deserve to fuck anymore. Y'all deserve to not be able to fuck. You just deserve to keep shitting for the rest of y'all. You keep deserving to shit Jagoffs out of your butts. And that's about as nice as I can say that phrase, because I want to say worse things. Fuck these fucking guys.
Yeah, man.
How the fuck do you watch? Okay, first of all, this chick won a fucking trip to Chicago.
From Florida.
She should be having the time of her life in a great city, minus the parking and all the snow stuff. And she should be enjoying all the great stuff that's going on. Now, I'm not a fan of El Hefe. I've always fucking hated that place. And you know what? They're owned by people in Arizona. And you know what? So fuck you, Arizona. And I want this place gone. Fuck El Hefe. I've never liked that fucking place and their goddamn goofy ass margaritas. Sorry, that part got me. Fuck you and your goofy ass margaritas. You're all a bunch of fucking Jagoffs.
They need to be done after this. They should be
They-
done after this.
Boycott El
fucking
Hefe,
done.
bro.
No
Hashtag we're
more.
starting here on the Chicago 60. Hashtag boycott El Hefe. Fuck
And whoever
them.
else they fucking
Fuck
own.
you guys, man.
Yo.
So you got this fucking chick. Hold on. I'm going to finish this off, then I'm going to throw you guys. Fucking chick comes here on
Hey,
wins
don't
a
even
trip
say
to
it.
Chicago.
She was
wins trip to
a woman,
Chicago.
a nice woman.
Wins a trip to Chicago to enjoy our wonderful city, okay? And then what does she end up having to do? She ends up getting super drunk, which they think somebody may have slipped or something. Might have been this fucking piece of shit Jagoff guy. He takes her into the back alley, seemingly trying to help her out or make her throw up or whatever the fuck. And then the two security guys apparently may know this dude or he works there. I don't know. We're trying to figure out. Please inform local authorities if you see the guy, whatever. Go watch the video. Try and find this guy. And he takes her to the back and then sexually assaults her and rapes her and then leaves her there. Somebody had to find her in the goddamn alley to fucking call the emergency, and she was rushed to Northwestern Hospital.
Yeah.
I mean, and these fucking jamoke Jagoffs, shits from a Jagoff, stood there. These two guys were burly men. They could have easily handled the motherfucker who was over there doing this to this woman, and they did a goddamn thing. They stood there, and it looked like they even laughed. I mean, how low... I mean, either you have no sense of integrity, no sense of dignity, or you are afraid of this other guy for some reason. Because he was wearing red shoes, you thought he was going to tap them together and go back to Kansas?
Look. Hey,
fucking shit.
First of all, those guys better not be scared of that guy. They're security, okay? Their job is to make sure that people that come to that establishment is safe and they're having a good time. That's the whole point of their jobs, the whole point of their existence. And those guys took their job for granted, and they're in the alley watching this guy assault this girl. I read this article over the weekend. I was just sick to my stomach. So I'm reading the article again today, and there's another woman that's coming forward. This happened to her back in October of 2014. So she's saying that, wow.
Within the statute of limitations?
Yep.
Good.
So she just filed a lawsuit.
Good.
And same thing happened to her at El Hefe. She was with 2 other friends and had 1 drink. She said 1 drink. And she said her friends noticed she just got drunk, like all of a sudden, like bogus drunk, belligerent. Her friends went to the bathroom. She like refused because she's not being herself. And then they come back and she's gone. She didn't know what happened after that. As she come to, they said you were raped. They took her credit cards, took her money, wallet, phone, all that stuff. Like, guys, I have no respect for men that take advantage of women like this.
They're not men.
They're not men.
They're not men.
They're not men. You know, and
Men don't do that.
Men don't do that.
Good men don't do that.
It's horrible. It's sad. I feel sorry for this young lady. I think she's in her early 20s.
Yep.
I have a young girl at home, and it's sad. It's really sad. Like, I read that, and I was just like stuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, this girl, first time ever being in Chicago. She won a trip.
Yeah.
And now this is what she's going to remember for the
think
rest
she's
of her
coming
life.
back. I highly doubt
You know what
she
I'm
could come
saying?
back here.
And they said that
For trial.
I think her attorney or somebody was saying, like, she's in a bad place right now. And she's going to be in a bad place for a
while.
very long time. And I think
horrific.
that those 2 guys that were in the alley, I feel like they should be brought up on charges too. Like, if they find this guy,
Criminal negligence.
Dude, that's exactly. You know what? Don't get a job doing something like that, being security, and you allow something like this to happen on your watch. And it's your watch, because I saw the video camera. Y'all in the alley, like, making gestures and shit. You know, so they can clearly see. They had blurred out what was going on. But those guys in the middle of the alley watching, making faces, hand gestures or whatever, and it's like, really? No soul. No soul at all. Like, it's that.
I think one of the things that's worse, too, is that the bar said that there was no footage immediately, like, said that they didn't immediately have the footage of what happened, and then also the fact that the bar hasn't gone out of its way to go, well, this is something that we don't agree with. We would never let this happen. And the fact that you have security cameras back there for that purpose, and that you know this individual, that someone knows this individual, this person has been in there multiple times, they know who it is and who this person is. It should have been 2 seconds later, after the situation came out, El Hefe, whoever El Hefe is, was like, fuck this shit. Here's this person on the platter. You do what you will. Take the 2 bouncers with you. You want anyone else?
Yep. Fucking horrific. Yeah. I'm so, this aggravates me so much, because this is, you know, there's women who do bad things, but men, man, sometimes the really bad ones do some really heinous shit. This pisses me off, man. I feel bad for the chick, because, you know, we have a great city, and now she's only gonna think of bad things about Chicago. I would be surprised if she ever comes back. Maybe way later in her life. Or no, she might be super strong and be able to come back. But I mean, I just feel bad for her.
This isn't even about Chicago. It's about being a goddamn human being. It's not about men and women. I know that's saying. Yeah. I know you're not. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, it's horrible. And you actually had a good point when we were talking about this before we went on the podcast. So I wanted to see if you wanted to finish off this topic talking about how we can prevent these types of things and what you were saying about that.
Oh, I just didn't want to end in a really dark place like this. I was just throwing it out to everyone sitting, just for what I don't know what we talk about after this, but
what kind of you were talking about,
we need to call the I don't want to end with a just let's be sad. I want to call to action, but I don't entirely know what that call to action is exactly, other than, you know, of course, absolutely, of course, if you ever see anything like this,
if you
step up.
Like, do not let some innocent woman or anybody
But
Say
I mean,
something, somebody get
we
assaulted, y'all.
but like
Like,
this
come
isn't
on.
even like we shouldn't
Come
even
on.
have to tell this. Like
Exactly.
everybody out there, you already know. If you were watching, I mean,
just-
I sincerely hope and think. I mean, if you're a decent human being, if you were seeing what was happening,
Those two dudes ain't no decent. Those are not decent individuals, man.
Nope.
Those
and
are
it
not
doesn't even
decent.
matter how big or scary you are, you're gonna do something about it. I mean, that's the lowest. That's the lowest of to watch that and not do anything. And especially when they were in a position of power, they were in a position of physical force and authority. They had both that most people don't even have, and they still did nothing. That's just
Yeah, sad. It's
I don't know.
sad.
I don't know
It's
what
angry.
I want to give some kind of hope or some
infuriating.
encouragement to this, but I don't even know.
The simple thing is, if you, I mean, the problem is this was in an alley where there's not a lot of people typically walking around.
Yeah.
You know, so it's unfortunate that it was in a place where, and this is where predators go. They,
Yeah.
you know, they do it in
But
the
the
shadows.
girl, the guy,
Had red shoes on.
red shoes.
Went into this club. Like, people have seen him.
the guy walked out with
If you
the
know
girl,
anything,
man.
contact the police.
Please.
Contact the lawyers and attorneys of this woman.
Please, because I mean, he walked out with her. You know what I'm saying? In the alley. You're right. Most times, people don't be in alleys. You know, that's not the place where you want to go and congregate. You know, but I saw the security camera, which is on the website from the news, and these two guys are clearly visible in that alley.
No, you can see.
So you-
I'm looking at a photo right
Yeah.
now on the webpage,
Yeah.
fox29.com. They're
So,
looking right at it. They're
I
looking
hope
right
they
at it.
find. I hope they find.
The fuck?
I hope they find this guy that
They will.
assaulted that girl, and I hope those two employees are former employees right now.
Oh, they
Oh,
goddamn
I
well
would-
better
I
be.
would-
I
They
hope
better be
they are.
former
I mean, we
employees.
want-
They better not be employee-able.
seriously, they
We
got
want-
to.
This is
And I hope that they're brought in as like I don't know, people of interest, because I mean, like, seriously, you cannot get away with that. You cannot get away with that. You're
No.
watching
they're you know what I think
fucking perverts.
if
man.
they're
Like,
not throwing, I have mixed feelings about actual prison sentence because of a whole nother discussion. But at the least their faces are there faces on this?
no.
Yes. Well, one of them is. One
Man,
of them's facing the camera.
I'm sure that someone they're gonna be able to find out the identity of these people. Their identities need to be out there. They need to be put out. They need to be put out. That everyone needs to know who these people are, and you need to.
They won't survive.
I'm gonna say one thing, and I'm gonna be done.
Well,
I doubt that they'll survive.
I'm gonna say one thing and be done.
yeah,
with it.
I mean,
Yeah, let Ron.
They-
let Ron. Let
they don't
Ron
deserve
say his-
respect.
let Ron
That's
say
what
the
it-
last word. Ron, you have the last word.
Your mothers should be ashamed of you. Seriously. Like, I don't see how these two motherfuckers can sleep at night knowing that they watched some young girl get raped in an alley on their shift. You fucking lowlifes. And I'm cursing bogus right now, but that's how I feel right now, because this is horrible. Women getting, like, you're no man if you have to physically harm a woman and sexually assault her. That's so weak. It's so weak. And guys like that deserve to get theirs. They do. But your mothers should be very disappointed in you. And what would you say if your mother knew that you guys were in the alley watching another man take advantage of somebody's daughter? You fucking assholes. That's all I got to say, man.
Yep. So, well, I think we all know what they are.
Yeah.
I think I've already stated that. So,
Straight up, Jagoff.
no, not
Times two.
Jagoffs.
Yeah,
They are the
much
shit
worse.
that comes out of a Jagoff's asshole. That's what they are. They are
Yeah.
lower than Jagoffs. I don't even want to grace them with a Jagoff, but they are. That's
Yeah.
what they are for this week. So,
Sorry, everybody, to end this on a note this serious.
be careful out there.
Be careful
Yeah.
out there, everybody. Take care of your
Be
people.
careful.
Take care of each other. If you see somebody getting harmed or harassed,
If you're out
or
drinking,
something,
Be careful.
Be
Be
careful when you're
careful.
drinking.
particularly in this
Please.
winter season,
Don't-
Yeah.
be very careful.
Don't drink too much.
Lot of things here that
You don't
that
have to
can
be
learn.
you don't have to be distrustful of other people, but just watch what you drink and make sure you don't have to distrust people, but make sure you are around people who you do trust.
true that. Yeah.
Well stated, Joe. Well stated, Ron and Joe.